and we'll get started. So welcome to another Why Streaming TV Matters with Zandra Evans. I am Zandra Evans. Thank you. You could be anywhere in the world tonight and you have decided to be with me. And so I so appreciate that. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump right on into this presentation. There'll be time at the end for Q&A, but if you just have something pressing, let me know. And I will absolutely stop it and go through that. So obviously I am on TV. We are on Roku, Amazon, and Apple TV. I wouldn't say that's why I come on here every month to talk about why streaming TV matters, but I think I come because I have an obligation to really teach small business entrepreneurs the power of your digital footprint and why it's critically important. If you look at what's happened over the years, we know that this is critically important. So let me tell you the vision of this company, because I think people also think I just jumped out of corporate to come do this. I'm an old corporate vet. I worked 40 years in corporate America. I only worked for two major companies, Intel and DaVita Dialysis, which is far from the east to the west. But that equaled my 40 years of being, in corporate America. DaVita actually laid me off, and I was excited about being laid off, and I was like, there's something wrong with you, Sandra. But at any rate, it's probably because I had an exit strategy. A lot of people really had believed that an exit strategy was for a business owner and not for someone that had a corporate job, but I had one. And so it wasn't to come out and be on TV. All I really wanted to do is to be a small business advocate. And I wanted to make sure that I could everybody mute their lines? Let me see. Mute all, there we go. All right, and so, I wanted to help small business entrepreneurs, but I thought that I was just gonna help them get to the leadership table, earn a seat at the leadership table, and then how to keep it, especially women leaders. I'm into women leaders and making sure that that happens. And so, let me admit somebody else in. So at any rate, I'm not gonna go through the whole story, but it was a series of events. And all of a sudden, someone called me that heard about me from somebody in Chicago. So somebody in Chicago told somebody in Atlanta about me and said I'd make a great talk show host, and I'd never been one in my life. So they called me up and they asked me about being a talk show host. And then they said, we have one Roku channel left that we would like to sell you. And I was like, oh, Lord, do I buy this channel? And so the answer was yes. I bought the Roku channel 7 years ago. I sat on it for 15, 16 months because I didn't even know what to do with it. I'm a baby boomer with millennial tendencies. So what in the world do I have to be, doing streaming TV? But we kind of figured it out and we put it all together. And so the vision of this company is really to create a cost-effective global platform for small business owners and at the same time being known as a preferred digital global solution. Now, at the time we did this, which was right back in 2018, I didn't know anything about a pandemic. I mean, I was just saying we need to be a digital global solution. And so the way we do that is we need to help develop small business and make sure they have what they need. We need to have an educational platform. We need to make sure that small business entrepreneurs' brand is solid and that there's a good brand awareness strategy, but they also have to have marketing and advertisement. And I felt like that these were our three levers, right? That's what we're building. Not until we actually purchased the streaming TV did we put the fourth lever of streaming TV. But I believe that we have limited budgets. And so oftentimes, we can't afford to be on TV. The cost that it incurs. So we wanted to build something that was cost effective and extremely affordable. So that's kind of the vision of this company. Now here's the thing. you got to look at the evolution. I listen, I am the woman that was brought up on the TV that you had to get up and change the channel. And the thing that's missing out of there is the rabbit ears in order to tune the TV. But the thing I think we all will be familiar with is that at a certain hour, around 11:59 p.m. every day, the flag waved and then it went to a rainbow color. There was no more TV after midnight. And that's how I grew up. So if I'm a baby boomer, that's my understanding. So to jump over to the far right and say now I am in streaming TV, I feel like that's just as far as from the east to the west as well. And yet I have mastered and understood exactly what it all really means, right? So I could tell you in the early days of when I was in TV, and I would be telling everybody's going to be looking at TV on their phone when I'd be presenting, and they would look at me and smile, but in their eyes they were saying I should go get a job, and I was like, but everybody's going to be looking at TV on their phone. So, but and so today some of those people are knocking at my door saying I want to be on TV. The same evolution we saw in TV, we also saw that same evolution in cell phones. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I got my first cell phone with a battery pack about this big. And I was like walking the halls thinking, I am it. I was in my car with a cell phone with a battery pack. Wow. How we have evolved, right? But then I look at cell phones and go, cell phones started out, well, I didn't put pagers in here. First there was pagers, and then there were cell phones. And the cell phones were so small, they were like little flip phones, right? And so tiny, very, very little. But then we went to a BlackBerry, and the BlackBerry was the coolest thing ever because it had a stylus and you could take it out and you were cool. You could, hit all the keys and type fast. And so you just really thought that you were doing some great things. But if you look at phones, the evolution of phones is they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I'm going to tell you how I read the tea leaves and steep them. My core belief is the reason why cell phones are so big and will stay big is because that's how people are ingesting everything, not just TV. You can ingest TV on this phone. You can do just about anything. You can play video games on this phone. You can do everything on the phone. You can place orders. You can do Uber and they know your location. The phone is everything. So I don't think that homes will no longer fit up every bedroom with a TV. I think you'll have one big screen TV in your home and everybody else will either be looking at TV on their phone or their tablet. It's already happening today. That's really where we're going. So there's an evolution going on, but here's the one thing that I want to tell you. It is not an option for you not to engage in digital streaming. I'm not just talking about TV. I'm talking about creating your digital footprint and creating a digital strategy for your business. You got to have it. Now, one of the things that I tell you, yeah, sure.
I wanted to just cut in. There's an issue with a black bar over your screen sharing. I wanted to.
A big black bar?
Yeah, okay. It was blocking a little bit of the screen.
Let me see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should get off of, hold on. Maybe it's because I'm on full screen. Let me see if I do this. Tell me if this helps. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Did that help or not help?
It's coming. No, it's a little, it sort of moves around a little. It kind of blinks in and out from time to time. There's one in the top right now. Now there's one in the middle and one kind of above the Apple TV, Amazon Fire. It's like okay. Yeah, right there where your mouse is.
I see it. It's my bar, and I don't. I'm actually in. So let me see something else. So there's always more than one way to do this. I wouldn't want y'all to go through the whole presentation this way. So this is going to be a smaller version. It won't be in presentation mode. I'm trying to see if I could. This is crazy. I usually don't use Canva for my presentation, but I want to see if this works. Let me know if you could just see the slide. It'll be a smaller version of the slide. Can y'all see it, or is still a black bar?
Black bar is, now it's gone, but it's at the top now.
Yeah, the
So
black.
it's out of the way. It's out of the way though.
Okay, but then let's go with it this way.
Yeah, good.
And I'm gonna try to make this a little bigger so people could see it, because I'm
Cool.
challenged if nobody else is. All right. So one of the things that I always say, you all, is that I am not, this is not a sales call being disguised as an informational. I don't believe in that. I'm not selling you, I'm just telling you, because it's critically important that you understand the power of creating your digital footprint. So when you really look at Zandra TV Network, we're a full service digital marketing and advertisement company. Now, we have lots of ways in order to create greater visibility for you on TV. Now, it is nothing wrong with social media. It's nothing wrong with YouTubes, all of that. I have all of those things too, but that cannot be my catch-all be all. And there's a whole nother world open in streaming TV that you probably should be thinking about taking advantage of. So Biztisement is one of our offerings, which I'll talk about later, but it is a video elevator pitch directory. And we came out with this just this year. It's been in the making though for 4 years, but we just came out this year with that. But it's allowing you to be able to do your elevator pitch and then stream it on TV. How exciting is that? That is awesome. Now, we believe that there's power in your visual presence. Like, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And so people want to connect with you, right? You're coming to this call and all of you are out there. Listen, you're connecting with me. This is who I am, Zandra Evans. This is the tone of what I believe in. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you keep it moving. But we believe there's power in your visual presence. So there are 2 things that we do around visual presence, which is TV interviews and commercials. Now, listen. If you've ever worked with a marketing and advertisement company, usually what they tell you, I'm educating you. Marketing and advertisement companies will tell you they could help you with your SEO. They tell you that they could probably, potentially get you, in a magazine. But the thing that they don't guarantee you is a TV interview. They never do. They say, we'll pitch you for a TV interview. And in fact, they'll say, I'll pitch you to be on the cover of a magazine. And so the word pitch is key. So you got to listen clearly. Pitching versus saying guaranteeing is 2 different things. So when we built this marketing advertisement company, we said we want to guarantee interviews on TV. So we've got over 40 producers that have content, and you might want to be featured on their TV shows. So we guarantee interviews. We also believe that commercial advertisement is really key. And a lot of times I think as small businesses, we think, oh, I don't want to be in my own commercial, or, oh, I have to be in the commercial. No, of course not. We can create a commercial that will tell the story and really accentuate the pain points so that you become the natural solution. So commercials are another way to be seen visually. Now, there's a 3rd way, and we believe that your audio footprint is critically important. So we have created Zandra TV Audio Nation. Now, why did we do that? We did that because we have a plethora of TV shows. Why not take the audio and actually put it on an audio cast so that when people are driving, they can listen to it? So we also have an audio cast. And then we believe in press and print. And so what that really means is we're old fashioned. People tell you a press release ain't important. Don't let them down. That's not true. It is important. It's important for 2 reasons. How else can you write something, distribute it, and potentially get picked up by 150 different outlets across the United States and some internationally, and sit in your home office? You can't do it, right? So it's important that you do that. We guarantee 150 pickups. Now, here's the other thing. You have got to know that that helps to really establish your digital footprint. You have to make the news. No, they're not coming and knock on your door going, we want to write a story on you. That is like 0.0001% of the people. So you have to create the storyline and get it out there for people to run your story. And then last but not least, we think, obviously being in print in reference to magazines, that's really important too. So we have some really good collaborations where we can make that happen. And then last but not least is education. I always tell people I'm in edutainment, not entertainment. So education is key. This is what tonight is about, to educate you. And we also have an incubator academy, which we'll talk about in a little bit, that also educates you on streaming TV. All right, let's see if we can go to the next slide. Here we go. Here's the reality of the whole situation. Social media is flooded. And if you haven't noticed by now, it is. Right? 2.2 billion active users on Facebook, and we all have about 155 friends. Or if we don't have 155 friends and we have more, about 155 people get to see our posts. It's crazy. Back in the day when I first started, after my kids, convinced me I needed to be on social media, I could post a video and like within 5 hours, I'd have 700 views. And I was like, wow. Now, because of the algorithms that are changing by the second, it's hard for, people to see your post. And a lot of times people will say, oh, I didn't see that was going on. That's because they haven't commented on something in the last 20 minutes. And so they don't get the feed. It's just so much. We can't keep up with that. If we try to keep up with the algorithm, we're not going to keep up with our business. So there's a lot of white noise that is drowning out very good messages on social platform. Now, here's the thing I want to tell you. Over 8 billion Google searches are performed daily. So how many of those Google searches are you turning up in? Probably not so many. Put in your name when this is over with on Google and see where you fare. If you're not taking over 3 or 4 pages of Google, the first 3 to 4 pages, you may already be in trouble, okay? It is important that you feed Google, but the way you feed Google is with digital content. That's it. That's what you gotta do. You gotta have press releases, you gotta have magazines, you've got to be on streaming TV, you've got to be on YouTube, you gotta be on Facebook, you gotta be on Instagram, you gotta be, look at all these places you gotta be in order to feed that information. When I first recognized Google way back in the day, Google only had 1 page and it was just news. And it was, the print was probably, the size of the font was 14 or 16. It was just a lot, just limited information. Now, if you look at Google, Google has sections. There's like, okay, there's there's news, there's videos, there's photos, there's all kinds of things that they're collecting. They're collecting it from all of your digital components. So whatever you're doing, Google's collecting that information. Go check it out. Go look at photos and go, well, where did they get that photo of me at, right? It was somewhere, someplace in my digital landscape. Not gonna read all this, but I wanna point out one last thing. Videos account for 82% of the internet traffic. And so if that be the truth, you don't have any other option but to start getting on video. It accounts for 82% of the video traffic. And by the way, they got video out there too. So Google got video. So when you're doing your video podcast or your video on TV, all of that is being picked up. All right, we are on the top 3 providers, Roku, Amazon, and Apple. And that's a beautiful thing. And we're proud to be on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Now, how do you get to us? You just download the Zondra TV channel. So after this meeting, I would love for y'all to go to whichever device you have and download Zondra TV. All of our content is free and we would love for you to take a look. Now let's talk about what makes us different. And so, you could be, a lot of people are on Roku. They might be on Roku, Apple, and Amazon Fire. But there's not many businesses that I know that are on duplicative Roku, Apple, and Amazon Fire. Zondra TV is. And we have our own downloadable channel that is on Roku, Amazon, and Apple as well. but we are in collaboration with people like the Rewind Network. We're on their channel. We're on Comcast Cable. We're on Tony TV out of Australia. We're on Binge Network. And then if I told you another 300 and some outlets, you would just go like, for real? Yeah, so that's why we can safely say that we're in over 350 million homes. That is amazing. We've done a great job. One of the things that you'll find is brand extension is critical when you start talking about your digital footprint. And you want to extend your brand to people that have a big landscape, because the bigger their digital landscape, the more you're going to be seen. All right. Let's move on. I got to see where slide I'm at. Okay, so now listen, here's the truth of the matter. Don't let anybody tell you anything other than this. And this was my big thing. I'd always be saying, there's only 3 ways to enter into streaming TV. And it's really the truth. There's 3 ways. But I am going to share with you tonight that Zondra TV has come up with a 4th way. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But either you're going to be interviewed on TV, you're going to have a commercial advertisement, or you're going to become a producer and produce your content and stream it on Roku, Apple, Amazon Fire TV. That's the only way to be on streaming TV. There's not a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. We figured out a 4th way, but I'm just telling you, pretty much that's it. There isn't another way. And so you have to decide what is going to be your way. Do you want to be interviewed on TV and have that interview out there for years to come? Unlike what happens when you go to, I'm just going to call it nationally syndicated traditional media TV. You go and get a 5-minute interview, and then that interview goes up to their website and it stays there maybe for 5 to 7 days, and then they archive it. And you came on at a certain time. You know, is that really feasible and working best for you, right? You want to be somewhere where your interview can be seen for, you know, a year or years to come. And so that's very important. And so that's what streaming gives you, that capability. So, you know, we've been cooking up something pretty amazing. And this is actually, now we can clearly say that we have come up with 4 ways that you can enter into streaming. And we are the only ones that are doing this. It is called Biztisement. BTM, and what it is a video elevator pitch. Now, remember how I talked about this phone? I told y'all this phone is important. We've figured out a way that you can use your phone, your laptop, your tablet, or you can have somebody hold a camera for you and record your elevator pitch. Now, why is that important? Here's what we are doing, entrepreneurs. And so we gotta work smart. We can't keep working harder. We got to work smart. So let me give you the example. We go to a networking event. There may be 40 to 50 people there. You do a little networking, and then everybody comes and sit down, and everybody gets a 30 to 60 second elevator pitch time to pitch your business. And you know what? Some of us have sweaty palms and we're like, oh my God, my time is coming. But you want to get it all in, and you don't want them to call time on you. And so you get up and you give your best shot at an elevator pitch. Now, those other 45 people that are in the room heard your elevator pitch, but by the time they went around the whole room, they may have forgotten. They might say, oh, didn't you say something about TV? Or, you know, they might not remember. Not to mention that after the networking is done, 95% of the people leave and go about their business, right? So you got 5% that may be in their networking. Work smarter, record a great elevator pitch, and then upload it and stream it on TV. Now your elevator pitch comes with its own QR code that goes directly into your phone. And it comes with a custom link. And that link can be posted all over social media, and you can say, go check me out on TV. Every entrepreneur is not saying that. And so you can use that to help build distance between your competitors. Now, there's another piece of this you need to know about. Not only does it come with that QR code, it also comes with tips and strategies. Like, sometimes you have people that'll create something for you and then they're like, okay, see you later. No, we're giving you tips and strategies. About every 5 or 6 weeks, we're going to send you another tip and strategy on how to use this informational video pitch so that you can build your business. Now, where else can you do that for less than $600 a year? Come on, it's $39.99 a month subscription fee. But the point is, now your business cards can have a QR code that says, go check me out on TV. Most people will just use the QR code to go see what's going on. Then they get to hear your elevator pitch again. And then there's another QR code there. Oh my goodness, now I get to go into your funnel and know exactly what you do. Maybe schedule a complimentary discovery call, or maybe send them to a downloadable document where they can download information and then schedule that call. So listen, Biztisement is now the 4th way to enter into streaming, but Zondra TV has the exclusive on that. We're excited about that. All right, I was going to be showing y'all video of that, but I'm going to go on and pivot because we're not in presentation mode, so it might not look too great. So I want to move on to why being a producer matters. Like we've talked about interviews, we've talked about commercials, right? And we've talked about Biztisement, but I want to spend some time on why being a producer really matters, you know, and how to separate yourself from the white noise. So becoming a producer means that you share your message more broadly, and you become a recognized leader in the streaming space. My biggest thing is your intellectual knowledge and property is managed more effectively. This is important to me because I was on social media, I won't say which one, and I had someone posting for me and a slip of the finger, and I lost my account. And what went with my account was all of my videos. And I did appeal after appeal, and I never got my stuff back. Because the reality of it is, on social platform, you don't own it. You need to be on a platform where you own your content, you all, where you actually can hold on to your intellectual knowledge and property and use it effectively. Of course, there's opportunity to make additional revenue because we don't realize that TV is a whole nother revenue stream for us. And then there's tons of cross-promotional opportunity that is available when you are on TV. Now, there's 3 ways to develop content. You could self-produce it, which means you could hire your own production crew and do your own thing. I've had a couple of people do that. They did 1 season of that and they came back to me and said, would you please be my production company? And I was like, absolutely, we will. So you can self-produce, hire your own production and edit crew, or you can do what we call the Zondra TV production package. And that package is where we become your production crew and your editing crew. We become the center for you so that you don't have to worry about that. And then the last way that you could become a producer is podcasts. We have a lot of podcasters that have really good audio and video, and we're able to distribute that for them on Amazon, Roku, and Apple. And you might be saying, well, why would I want to do that? Well, first of all, how many podcasters do you know that are on TV? Okay, so that's the first reason. And then the second reason is it will allow you to make additional revenue stream from your podcast stream. So you could have advertisement, not just on audio, but you could also have advertisement on audio and video and upsell that for a tad bit more. It's a revenue stream. So I'm just sharing with you the revenue streams so that you know what's out there. Okay, let's talk about the Incubator Academy. We have an academy that runs for 12 months. A lot of people ask me, it's going to take 12 months for me to, film my shows. And I'm like, no, your shows will be produced in about 6 months. We will do some TV tile design assistance with you. It comes with a full marketing and advertisement package. So we're gonna write those multiple press releases about you. We're gonna make sure you get that Biztisement video directory. You're gonna be interviewed on TV. You're gonna be interviewed on podcasts. You're gonna have personal one-on-one business coaching with Guess Who, me, which is a lot of fun. And then of course there's a masterclass every single month that runs for 90 minutes. Those sessions are recorded and can be accessed later in case you're not able to make those. But our philosophy is we're in edutainment. And so we want to educate you on how to be a producer. We want to educate you, like, let me educate you on TV and what it's really about so that you can be effective and at the same time add another revenue stream to your income. So let's talk about revenue streams. There's 5 revenue streams in streaming TV that we're leaving behind. And I'm on a personal crusade. I'm on a crusade to tell small business entrepreneurs, we're always looking for ways to monetize, but we got the biggest monetization model out here on TV and we are not using it. So there are 5 ways you can do, when you become a producer, you can have appearance fees. That's what they call them in the industry, but really what they are is they're very benefits driven, which basically means you're going to get a lot of marketing literature that you can use and then repurpose. Now, I always say I'm probably the woman version of Gary Vee without the profanity, because for me, I believe as a small business, we need to be able to repurpose our content. And so we serve it in a way that you'll be able to repurpose that. Obviously, commercial advertisement. If you're a producer, you get to sell commercial advertisement space and you make the revenue off of that. Of course, then you can do title and episode sponsors. A title sponsor sponsors the whole season. So let's say I'm on, season 1 of my show. I could have a title sponsor that every show is brought to you by X. Or you could break it up and have episode sponsors. And so you could literally have up to 18 different episode sponsors. So pretty awesome. And then pay-per-view is available as well. And so you can make a small fee on pay-per-view. But the thing that is really standing out for us is Biztisement. And the reason why is because it's the first residual income stream that has been created on streaming TV. So we're extremely proud of that. And that is that video pitch directory. Why not do a great pitch one time, utilize that pitch all over social media? I mean, you can take it everywhere. We have about 80 people that are already on it, and they've already started posting it on social media. It's a great way to increase your revenue. If you look at all these revenue streams, it's anywhere from $10,000 to $150,000 of potential revenue that I believe small businesses are leaving on the table. Stop leaving money on the table. Let's get in where we fit in and while we can afford to get in. And that's the main thing. So listen, if you're interested in being a producer, it is easy as 1, 2, 3. This is probably the biggest sales pitch I got. You can hold your seat if you want to. The deposit is $99 if you think that that's really what you want to do. And then we go into a contract and do the media releases. And then you can start the academy as soon as 2/28/23. And then you start planning your show. We have a lab, you all, in our studio, because we have a physical studio in Dallas. We have a lab where every producer actually dresses and creates the studio that they want to do their talk show in or to do their show in. And so we have props, books, and lists, and it's just a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, absolutely, it's available to you. So now let's talk about, you might not want to do any of these things, right? So I don't want to be on TV. I don't want a commercial, Zandra, and I don't want to be a producer. But you might think, well, maybe I do want to try to see about creating another revenue stream. And so there is a revenue stream and an affiliate program that you could be involved in if you wanted to be. Now here, a lot of times affiliate programs, there's a cost associated, not with Zandra TV. If you want to be affiliated with us and sell Biztisement to your client base, you can do that. And you'll earn 15% residual income as long as they're on service. And so it's pretty easy. You subscribe yourself to a Biztisement, and then you email us and in the subject line say, become affiliate. We'll send you the affiliate paperwork, and that's it. And then we'll do a custom email. Prepare for you with your unique identifier that you could take that custom email and send it out to everybody in your email list. And then you start receiving payouts quarterly. It's just that simple. It doesn't cost to do anything with Zandra TV Network when it comes to, things like our affiliate program. We just give it away. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't, you don't. But it's a great way to create a residual income stream for yourself. All right, so we getting down to the close and we're gonna have questions. So listen, what is your plan? Because you gotta have one. If you don't have a digital marketing plan, you got to have one, period. And smart TV is out there. So what are you gonna do? I mean, yeah, social media is out there, but you got to target, you need advertising. What are you gonna do? So you got to figure that out for yourself. It's critically important. The beautiful thing about being on streaming TV or smart TV is that you get to be on Roku, Apple, Amazon Fire, and Hulu. So figure out what your digital strategy is and then put it into action. It's early enough in 23 that you can do that. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I believe that some of y'all just want to have questions just one-on-one with me, and you can. You can get started with that today. You can go to beonztv.com and you can schedule. There be places that says, I want to be on TV, and there's different stuff on that site. You can go there and go ahead and schedule your discovery call. The discovery call is free. I give my time away. Why do I give my time away? Because I believe that we are significant to the economy. And if that be so, we need to make sure that you are well educated so you can make the right decision. Whether you come to Zandra TV Network or you go down the street, I want an educated people that really understands how to get started in this thing called digital streaming, how to make sure you solidify your digital footprint, and how you become a global mogul. And with that, I have questions. If there's anybody with questions, if you're interested in BizTizement, you can line up your phone if you want to, and it'll take you right in there to read more about it. And if you want to become a producer, you can click there, and that will also take you into, securing your $99 space. And then we go from there. So that is it for this evening. I'll give y'all time, and I'm gonna do a stop share and say, this has been marvelous. Do y'all have questions? Let's talk. No questions? Any comments? Any suggestions? Hi, Willie, I see you.
I think you did a really good job of presenting what you've got. It's a lot to take in. So I want to, I think, process the information, and I appreciate having all the links. Are you going to send out the other email links that were on the last few slides?
Yeah, we're going to actually send you the presentation deck. So everybody that enrolled, whether you're here or not, we'll send you the presentation material and the recording to this as well, so that you can go back and hear it and kind of figure out what you really want to do. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much. Willie, did you have something? You unmuted.
No, I was just going to say hello. I'm sorry, but my computer kicked me off just a few minutes ago. Now I had to figure out how to get on my cell phone. So one of these days I will figure it
out. One of these days, what?
I will figure it out.
Okay. Well, thank you. Happy New Year to you. It's good to see you. Anybody else? Any comments or feedback or anything? Y'all good? Okay, see, that's record time. What is it, 6:40? Yeah, it's 6:40. You spent 40 minutes with me. We went through the information. We'll get it out to you in the next couple of days. And then, please, schedule a discovery call if you'd like to have that one-on-one to talk about your business. I don't disguise my discovery calls as sales calls either. I'm just saying, I'm here to help educate. And a lot of people say, okay, tonight and tonight only, and they'll pitch you like that. I'm not pitching you like that. When you come and talk with me, it is for me to give my unbiased, very educated opinion about what streaming can do for you. And to help you come up with the best strategy for yourself. That's what's really important to me. So I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I do have a quick question. The Biz Ties, Matt, that you just spoke about earlier, what's the capacity of that? It can, besides the elevator pitch, can I add other additional videos and market those as well?
Well, that's a great question. You could have more than one advertisement if you wanted in different categories, because if you really look at it, it's in categories like coaching, consulting, speakers, and it's kind of like an actual directory. So the answer is yes. The second piece of that is if you have a great like 30-second promotional video that you've already paid for and you just want to get it on Hulu, Amazon, and Apple, we can put it between some of our episodes as well.
But you said we can also share it on social media with the link and
Absolutely.
text transcription underneath, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me see if I can just share my screen really quick, y'all. And hopefully it won't have a bar across the top if I go do this. I'd like to show y'all what one of my clients did. And I thought, oh, how clever. She's already doing it. And that's what we want. We want you to literally utilize this to, here it is right here. So let me share my screen real quick and show y'all what she's doing. So this is her advertisement. It's got her name on it. Here's her, the URL that takes it directly into her funnel. And then here is her code, her custom link that will take people to show her on TV. So you get all of this, and you can do this for many different businesses. We have some people that have done 2 or 3 different ones. And then you can post them, and then you have people go see you on TV. And when they download the channel and they go there and go like, she's on TV, that's the thing. Do the thing that's going to separate you from the white noise on social media. And so that's what we're all about. My legacy in my mind is just to see, small business, to level the playing field for small business so they could do what a mid to large size business does. Because once you start doing that, your trajectory will change. Yeah. So.
Is there an additional fee to stream it on the apps on television?
$39.99 a month is what it costs, and you get all 3: Amazon, Roku, and Apple.
Oh, okay. Okay.
About $10 each. So, okay. Any other questions or comments, you all? Well, I tell you what, it has been my indeed pleasure. We will get this information out to you all. And then again, schedule your discovery call and let's see what we can do in order to stabilize your business and get you going with a digital footprint. I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. What's up?
Thanks, and good night.
What's up, EJ? Okay, bye.
Hey, Sandra. Have a good night. Thank
Hey,
you.
bye. See you.